I saw the TV Glow might be one of the most unique movies I've watched all year for two reasons. One, from a visual perspective, it's one of the most unique experiences I've had watching a movie. It's absolutely striking. It just feels different. It just looks different. Number two, the storytelling is very complex and it dives into various themes in such a unique way that I haven't seen in a while. Now, the story centers around Owen and Maddie and their obsession with this very weird TV show called The Pink Opaque. Now, I just want to say the Pink Opaque actually reminds me of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It's very similar. I watched that show back in the day, and whenever I see something from the Pink Opaque, I can just tell that it was definitely inspired by that TV show. You know, two girls, every week there's a new villain, next week different storylines. So it follows a story structure that I used to love when I was younger, in my teenage years, when I used to watch those type of shows. Now, something interesting that the movie does is it maneuvers between reality and what actually happens in the TV show. Now, Owen is a little bit of a lone wolf. And the moment he meets Maddie, he just starts to come out of his shell. Now, the story unfolds over a few decades. So it's not stuck in the 90s. You actually get to see the progression of the characters as they go through navigating life and connecting it to the TV show. From a storytelling perspective, it's a very cryptic movie, and some of the things you have to figure out for yourself, and it can get really weird, guys. I'm not gonna lie, it gets really weird. There's an ice cream guy in this movie who almost spoiled ice cream for me completely. It's absolutely disgusting. I won't spoil it for you guys, but just watch out for the ice cream dude. The movie explores various themes. Now, the one theme that stands out the most is self-discovery, you know, finding out who you are and actually accepting that and being comfortable with that. It's just that the way this has been told by the director is such a unique way that it's not right there in your face to see. You actually have to watch and peel back all the layers as the whole thing unfolds. And I find that very interesting. And at some point in your life, you have to accept who you are and just be comfortable with that. Now, I feel like this will be a very important movie to the transgender community, and it's a movie that will stand above everything else for generations to come. It's an important movie, especially for that community, and it's brilliant, guys. It's a brilliant movie. I was surprised at how good this movie is. I was expecting something different, and I went in and I came out with a completely different experience than what I was expecting. I saw the trailer. It just looked like your typical horror movie, A24 style, nothing more. But when you actually watch the movie, there's so much substance here. There's so much to digest here. And it's an important movie. Like I said, self-discovery and accepting who you are and being comfortable in your own skin is the main theme in this movie. And when it comes to the performances, I just want to talk about Justice and Brigette. I feel like Brigette as Maddie is the standout character for me. She makes the movie intriguing. There's just something about her that pulls you in, and she's a very complex character. Now, that relationship between her and Owen is the heartbeat of the movie. And I feel like Justice, it's a different kind of performance that I've seen from Justice. I mean, he's not doing much, but for the movie itself, in terms of the performance, he does a brilliant job, because the character of Owen is a very complex character, very misunderstood. And you go through this journey with him as he tries to figure out who he is, self-discovery. And I feel like Justice, with his performance, he captures that brilliantly. Not a lot of words. He doesn't talk a lot in this movie, but certainly, like, he uses his eyes and his facial expressions a lot to let us know who this character of Owen is. And I feel like from an acting perspective, it was brilliant. Now, from a visual standpoint, guys, I mean, like, this movie is absolutely striking. The use of purple and pink in this movie, it can't be overlooked. I mean, there's a lot of dark scenes and things that happen at night, but then you just have that one pop of color somewhere in the room or somewhere outside that just gives the movie a very distinctive look and vibe. This movie, cinematography-wise, I have to applaud them for delivering something so unique, something that this feels like something that came out in the 90s. It definitely feels that way. It looks that way, but it's also clean. The color, it's vibrant. It's visually striking. It's a movie that stands out for me in terms of visuals, guys, and I absolutely love that. Like I said, you get the modern day scenes, and then you get the pink opaque episodes, and it's just vintage, like classic vintage television, and the mix and the balance of that, they definitely got it right, guys. I absolutely love the look of this movie. It's unique, it's weird, it's unlike anything I've seen recently, and that makes it stand out from the crowd. The soundtrack is an interesting one. Like, it just has these beautiful melodies, haunting melodies playing in the background, and it creates an atmosphere for the rest of the movie. And this is one of those cases where the soundtrack is just as important as the visuals itself, and I feel like the blend of that, perfect, guys. Like, this movie is great. I mean, I even went and I checked out the soundtrack. The soundtrack is available now if you want to listen to some of that songs, and it's just a perfect balance. They found the right balance. Overall, guys, this is the weirdest movie that I watched this year. Visually striking, brilliant themes. It has a deeper meaning to explore, and it's just brilliant. It might be one of my favorite movies of the year. Me revisiting the movie, I don't know, because it's just so different. So I might go back just to look at certain things and aspects and things that I didn't pick up on. The ending itself was a little bit lackluster, I'm not gonna lie, but in terms of the story and what it means, it makes perfect sense, and I feel like they ended the movie on the right note. Perfect. Now, in terms of a rating for this movie, guys, it's an easy one. I'll give this a 4 out of 5 just because it's uniquely different. You know, I love A24, I'm not gonna lie, so I'm not being biased, but the movie itself, themes, visuals, everything it means, the symbolism, everything, it just works very well, and it stands out as a unique experience. You can't put this next to any other movie this year. It's its own thing, and view it as that and experience it as that, and you'll come out with a great feeling of, wow, this is a different type of filmmaking. You don't get this every day, and the fact that this came out mainstream, it's just brilliant. It's just brilliant for film, especially now that things are not looking as good as they used to for cinema. So having movies like this come out is just a reminder, that cinema is unique and it's a cut above everything else. That's what I can say, guys. So please let me know down below in the comment description, guys. Have you watched I Saw the TV Glow? Watch this movie. You won't be disappointed. It's unique, unlike anything I've seen this year. And just on that fact alone, I highly recommend that you watch this movie, guys. Although, with that being said, it's not a movie for everyone. Some of the stuff in here, it can go a little, it can really affect you because, they're going for that in terms of the television show and reality. So some of the things might be like, wow. So not a movie for everyone, but if you want to experience something unlike anything that's out, I recommend this movie, guys. That's it for me, guys. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Catch you on the next video.